I'm John Fedchock.
And what are we talking about today, John?
We're talking about the sixth tune on my CD, Into the Shadows, and it's the title cut, Into the Shadows. I wrote this tune along with some of the other tunes on the album at an artist retreat in Saratoga Springs, New York, called Yaddo. And I was in a cabin by myself for 2 weeks in the middle of the woods, and many times it would get dark and foggy and quite a bit of solitude there. So that's kind of where this tune came from.
And to go along with the tune, I chose a drink called the Smoky Grove. If anybody is familiar with a Rob Roy, this is a variation of it, created by the Cocktail Guru and published in a book by Jim Meehan of Please Don't Tell. That's a famous speakeasy if you can be a famous speakeasy in New York City. The equipment you will need. You'll need a shot glass, of course. You will need 2 coupe glasses. I have them sitting here chilling with ice water. You will need a big long spoon to stir. You'll need a strainer, and you'll need the shaker, even though we're not going to be using it as a shaker. We're just going to be stirring it. You'll also need some sort of implement for fire. I have matches here and a little gun. You could also use a knife. For the alcohol, you will need a smoky scotch. This is a blended Scotch whiskey. This is 40% Lafroig, but the name of it is the Peat Monster. You can't go wrong with a smoky drink and something named the Peat Monster. If you're unfamiliar with Scotch, you'll have good luck finding a peaty, smoky Scotch by sticking with the Islay Scotches. That's spelled I-S-L-A-Y. It'll be pretty peaty, and you can use that in this drink. This is very affordable option, Peat Monster. You will need a sweet and dry vermouth. You will need both aromatic bitters and orange bitters. And you'll need an orange. Don't need the knife in there yet, though. And now I'm going to assemble.
So a smoky drink is very fitting for this tune because, as I mentioned, out in the woods, especially late at night, it would get very foggy and dark, and with all the solitude and everything. So I would sit outside sometimes and kind of take all that in. And so the piece starts with me actually just playing by myself with some very smoky sounding cymbals behind me to kind of simulate sonically the fog. And then the tune is somewhat melodic, but also at the same time very mournful.
Now you're going to stir. I'd stir for about 20 seconds. And now we're done with that. So now I'm going to strain into the glasses. Pretty. John, are you a big Scotch fan? Some people are afraid of Scotch.
I love Scotch, and I love all types of Scotch. The peatier the better in many cases, but sometimes I like the Speyside scotches as well. They're nice and clear and clean and crisp.
So as you'll see, I'm cutting some swaths of orange peel. We're going to be doing something pretty cool today. This drink has a flamed orange peel. So John's going to help me and make sure it's okay to have this much pith on the inside. It smells delicious. So John, we're going to, would you prefer the gun or the match?
The match.
He's going to do the match, folks. All right. So what you want to do is you're going to take your flame, however you have your flame, and you're going to flame the outside. And give it a twist so it releases some of those oils like I was talking about yesterday into the drink. And then you just set it inside. And thanks for drinking with us. Check out John's new album. This is the Smoky Grove, and enjoy Into the Shadows. Cheers.
See ya.